Hi everyone, today I'm going to walk through the website called Neural Network Playground. This is basically an interactive website that helps us understand different deep learning models in a very visual way instead of just reading theory from textbooks. This site let us actually explore different AI model types, look at their structure, and understand what they do. So, overall, this website is mainly used for learning and demonstrating how modern machine learning and deep learning models work. If you look at the top of the website, we can see that it is divided into multiple sections. These include neural net, CNN, transformer, GNN, diffusion, and design spaces. So, right away, we can tell that this website is not limited to just one model. It is designed as a learning platform where we can compare and explore multiple important AI architecture in one place. There are also supporting areas like examples, tutorials, and core references, which makes it helpful for both beginners and students who want more practical understanding. Starting with the neural net section, this part focuses on the basics of neural network. Here we can see how simple neural network is organized with input features, hidden layers, and an output layer. This section helps us understand how a model learns patterns from data. The useful thing here is the website makes the structure very visual. So instead of imagining the layer, we can actually see them. In the next section, which is parameters and architecture control, we can see different controls and settings that affects how the neural network behaves. For example, there are options like learning rate, activation function, and regularization. There is also an architecture area where we can adjust the number of layers or neurons. This is useful choosing the right design and the right training setting. So this part of the site is manually used to understand how changing model structure can affect learning. Next, training area or model performance. Another important part here is the training section. As the model runs, the website shows metrics like epoch, loss, and accuracy. These are very important in machine learning because they tell us whether the model is improving. So while explaining this section, I would say this is the part helps us monitor the model during training and understand if chosen settings are working well or not. It turns the training process into something visual and easy to follow. Next, if we move to the CNN section, this stands for convolution network, neural network. CNNs are mainly used for image related tasks. So this part of the website focuses more on image classification. Here the website uses datasets such as handwritten digits or image datasets and show how a CNN can learn from them. This section is useful because it introduces a more specialized model compared to a normal neural network, especially for visual data. Next, one of the best part of the CNN section is that it does not just train the model but also explains what is happening inside it. It shows concepts like filter, activation, flattening, and softmax in some places. It even allows us to draw an input like a digit and see how the model predicts it. So, this is very helpful for understanding how a CNN looks at an image step by step, extract features, and finally makes a prediction. After that, we have transformer section. This is especially interesting because transformer are the model family behind many modern languages. In this part of the website, we can explore how text is processed and generated. It usually includes model details and text generation example. Next, a key idea inside transformer is attention. This website does a good job of breaking that down. It explains concepts like tokens, embedding, positional information, and self attention. Normally, these topics can feel very abstract, but here they are shown visually. The next section is GNN, which stands for Graph Neural Network. This is different from the previous model because here the data is represented as nodes, edges like a network or a graph structure. This section helps how machine learning can also work on connected data, not just numbers, images, or text. Then we have the diffusion section, which is more advanced and related to image generation models. This section explains the idea of gradually adding noise and then learning how to remove that noise to generate meaningful output. So, in simple words, this part shows how diffusion models can relate image step by step. It is useful because diffusion models are a major part of modern generative AI, and this website makes the concept easier to understand visually. Another interesting part of the website is the design spaces section. This area gives a broader comparison of different architectures and helps us understand when a particular model is useful. So instead of focusing only on training details, this section is more about understanding the bigger picture, like what makes one architecture different from another, where each one is commonly used. The website also includes code reference and example configuration. This is very useful for students because it connects the visual explanation with practical implementation. Overall, I would say this website is mainly an educational deep learning playground. Its purpose is to help users understand different AI models in a practical and visual way. It combines theory, architecture, training, explanation, and examples all in one place. That makes it very useful learning resources, especially for students who want to understand not only what these models are called but how actually they work. So conclude, this website is very interactive platform exploring deep learning concepts. It covers multiple important architectures that are required in deep learning. That's it with the demo. Thank you.